Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I thought today I would do a little lockdown vlog. I've been meaning to film a lockdown vlog pretty much since lockdown began, and I haven't got around to it, so today is the day. It's Wednesday. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. I have been working at home this morning. It's a really beautiful day outside though, so I'm gonna make the most of my lunch break and go on a run. So I find with these things I really have to strike while the iron is hot. So in lockdown, throughout most of lockdown, I've probably been a bit more active than I usually am in terms of like running and walking, just because I've got a little bit more free time. The weather has been so nice here in the UK that it's definitely been making me want to get outside and get a little bit of sun and just enjoy nature, because I find it quite calming. We're really lucky in that we've got some really nice local woods near us, which I can show you today. So I've been spending a lot of time in those and exploring new places around the neighbourhood, and a little bit more time running. So the last time I actually ran was a week and a bit ago, but I've had a big rest in between that run and the one I'm hoping to go on now, because the last run I ran a half marathon, which for me is a long distance. So basically that was a very long and rambly intro to say welcome to a lockdown vlog. I'm not sure what we're going to do today. Obviously we are in lockdown, so our choices are a little limited, but we'll make the most of the nice weather, make the most of the spare time that we have. Yeah, I have a coffee over there, which I'm going to go and drink now, and then I'm going to change into my workout gear, head down to the local park and do a few loops, maybe walk a little bit, maybe check the book library on the way. But yeah, let's finish this coffee and then we'll go on a run, a jog walk. On leaving the house I decided it was actually a little too hot to run, but one of the things that I have had a lot more time for over the past couple of months is walks around the local area. So we do live in the suburbs, but we have access to some really nice green spaces, and I've been making loops of the country parks and the valley trails on my lunch breaks and in the evenings when it's a little bit cooler. I'm finding sticking on a podcast and walking every day really soothing, and generally if I'm feeling a little deflated or demotivated in the morning, a walk really helps to wake my system up and to get my body used to the idea of moving. At the beginning of May, I set myself a goal of 10,000 steps a day for the whole month, and bar a couple of days, I managed to hit that pretty consistently, and it's been a part of my lockdown routine that I've really been enjoying. After this particular walk, I felt energised and a little bit more driven to go a little bit further in the garden. So Nathan and I are lucky to have some outdoor space in the garden, and I decided probably on one of the hottest days of the year so far that I'm going to do a TRX workout. Luckily we do have quite a big tree and a little bit of shade in the garden, so it doesn't sound, it won't be as horrendous as it sounds, but it is around 24 degrees. So I've been struggling to motivate myself for a while to do like strength and weight stuff, so Nathan's put a little itinerary together and I'm going to work through that now in the garden. I've got lots of water and lots of chalk because part of the exercises involve a kettlebell, and my hands are very sweaty because it's so warm today. But yeah, I'd say I'm excited, but I don't know, do I get excited for strength workout? I'm ready. So as I'm trying to ease myself in, I picked a bunch of exercises that I know I enjoy so as not to put myself straight off again at the first hurdle, and work through them in the garden. So the exercises were mainly a combination of shoulder work with some kettlebell work and a little bit of core. But mostly I was just trying to get myself back into the mindset of doing strength work, as it has been a little while. done?
Yeah.
It has actually been a little while since I have trained this kind of thing. When we went into lockdown, it took me a little while to kind of get my bearings and find some kind of stability. So Nathan is writing me a little, I don't know if you can see him behind me over there, maybe. Nathan's writing me a little training program for me to work through, and I'm going to do that now. It's only really just kind of now, after however many weeks we are into, that didn't make any sense, however many weeks we are into lockdown, it's only really just now that I have found my mojo again for strength training. I've been doing a fair bit of cardio, but if I'm honest, I've kind of struggled to adapt to lockdown a little bit. Nathan seems to have really hit the ground running and is doing strength stuff all the time, but I have found it a little bit harder to get myself motivated for it, sadly. Also, I didn't want to tire myself too much because in the evening Nathan and I headed to a local crag to us called Kaylee to make the most of a really beautiful evening for bouldering. So, hello, Nathan's on the phone to his parents just behind me. So I thought I'd come over here and have a little chat with you guys. So we've come out to a crag called Kaylee, which is one of our local crags in Yorkshire, just for a little bimble really. It is 6:30 in the evening. We got here actually about 2 hours ago. But when we got here we realised that we'd left the chalk at home, and as it is about 24 degrees, we thought we'd go back, get the chalk, and now here we are. So we've just got here. I'm just warming up on a climb behind us called Morris Wall, which I've tried a few times before. It's kind of like a really simple, straight, chipped climb, which gets quite a low grade, but I've always been a little bit scared of the height, so you can actually see it. I'm not sure if you can see, it's that one just there.
Putting in their paddle boarding stuff and their like wet sport stuff for the kids. So he was like, we want something bigger in the back. And his last van was a T25 that he had. But yeah, it's like the old families, you know, quite old. So there wasn't that nice to drive around. Yeah. But so he said he loves these 2.5 litre petrol engines on the 5-cylinder. He said they're one of the best engines that VW's ever done. And he said they're just bulletproof, and apparently VW didn't like putting them in stuff anymore because nothing was coming back to them to get work done on it. So they were just going on.
But today I must be feeling a little braver than usual, so I just like got to the top, so feeling quite good. It's nice to push myself a little bit. Now I think I might try and redo it because that's asking for trouble, but I'm not sure if you can see me at all. Now I've got a little bit of a head for heights today, so I'm going to try this right here. I'm not sure if you can see it at all. I'd get Nathan to film it, but he's on the phone, so I'm going to try and film it myself. But actually, I might put you down there. Wait, no, I'm just going to go and try it. had a head fight. It's now gone.
Oh yeah. I thought it was called Scooperette, but it's called the Edge Wall in the book.
So?
I've named it Scooperette because
This is
there's a scoop on the arete.
Scooperette Edge Wall? No. This is Edge Wall? Or Scooperette? Why are you laughing at me?
Scooperette, that's what I've called it.
Okay, this is called Scooperette, otherwise known as Edge Wall. And it's an arete problem. What grade does it get?
60.
It's a 60. And it's an arete problem. It's quite core intensive, I think. It starts in an immediate barn door, and you have to kind of lift, well, I lift my right leg up onto a little toe here, or quite a big toe actually, and then I think Nathan's telling me I have to bump my left hand up the arete, and there's like a little, quite a wide pinchy type chicken heady thing up there, which I'm going to go for with my right on my left hand. I haven't figured that out yet. And then the top is nice, so
give it a burn.
what am I doing?
Left up the arete. Yeah.
So I'm actually partway through editing a whole bouldering project video for this climb, so I won't give too much away here, but do watch this space because there will be a whole video coming about scoop, arete or edge wall, whatever it is we decided it was called.
It's definitely near here.
The world is a scary place at the moment, and having these sanctuaries to take a breath in seem more valuable to me than ever. I'm really glad that we do have the chance to get into the woods and climb for a few hours after work or in the evening. It's something I've really been enjoying and something that I have been taking a lot of comfort in, so I'm really pleased that I can share that with you too. So I'm going to try and balance you on the edge of there, which never works out. I think last time I did this, he fell off. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, hello. So I'm finishing off today's vlog in the same place I started it. It is some time later, and I thought I'd just come on and say thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed that. I guess I thought to end I would talk a little bit about kind of like how I've been finding lockdown, I suppose, in case you're interested. So lockdown, I guess it's been some and some. So I guess first off, I actually have been finding being locked down a lot easier than I anticipated that I would. If I'm really honest with myself, I'm probably quite a maladaptive person. I do struggle with big changes, and especially big changes that I don't feel like I'm in control of. I don't always like the feeling of life happening to me, if that makes sense. I like to feel that I am steering my life, and obviously with COVID-19 and lockdown, Nathan's cooking dinner in the background, sorry for the noise. With COVID-19 and lockdown, it's been impossible to feel like you are in control of your life or the things that are happening, because nobody is in control at the minute, and that, I think, if anything, lockdown has been teaching me that that's the nature of life, is that you can't control it all the time. I think I have slowly been learning for the past few weeks that to relinquish the need to feel in control of things, and I've been kind of simplifying, or life has simplified. And I think as someone who kind of is quite an anxious person, I initially thought that I would really struggle with the whole situation and the whole lockdown and things being taken away that are usually like the mainstays of my routine. So indoor climbing, going to the gym, going to work every day. I thought that once all of those things were taken away and I wasn't as in control of kind of like my free time and just my life in general, that I would really struggle. But actually I think that in a very strange way, my life has become simpler, and I think in lots of respects it really made me focus on the simple things that I need to be happy. And I think it has forced me to kind of reevaluate what exactly is that I value, and how much I value time and my free time, and access to the outdoors, and having free time to spend outside doing the things I like doing, so climbing and running and hiking. I think that coming out of lockdown, I'm coming out with not a new perspective, but a honed perspective on what's valuable to me and what I want to invest my time and effort into. And I've definitely had time to analyse some, I don't know if they would be personality traits or behaviours in myself, which were not serving me very well, and they were ultimately kind of having a negative impact on my physical and my mental health. One of those being drinking alcohol. Yeah, I think that's about everything. It was really long and rambly, and I really do appreciate that I am coming at this from an immensely privileged perspective. So to be able to have this time, to be able to work from home safely, to be able to be with Nathan, and to have my family mostly safe and well, that I count myself very, very lucky and very privileged. So I am aware of that. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think that if coronavirus and the lockdown and the past couple of months have taught me anything, it's been what is valuable to me, and it's really opened not opened my eyes, but it's really made me appreciate those things so much more. And whilst the circumstances of that realisation were really tough and quite tragic up and down the country and across the world, yeah, if there's anything good that can come of it, hopefully it's that kind of reconnection, if that makes sense. Hopefully it's that people are reminded of the things that are most important to them. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.